Let's Dynamic Spark for 550. There we go. This is going to be a hard matchup. Klawf is definitely a scary one. So we're going to look at their hand, delete a trainer. Oh, that is a very good trainer to delete. Generator for 2. 1, 2. Generator for 2 again. 1, 2. Is he playing with my emotions? Is he playing with my heart? Hey, hope you're doing well. Today we're playing a whole bunch of games with my Miraidon EX deck that we've crafted for the Surging Sparks format. This is the very first version, my first iteration of the list. Of course, there's going to be a lot more fine-tuning that's going to have to take place over the course of the next couple of weeks leading to the Toronto Regionals. And I will be covering the first and second place list from the Sacramento Regional Finals. Just in case you missed it, I did do like a 30 or 40 minute deck profile in-depth guide to this exact 60 card list on my channel already. I'll leave it linked down below. A pop-up card will also pop up as well. Feel free to check out that video so you can really figure out the reasoning behind certain card counts in this list. Just for your convenience sake, I'll do a quick little TED talk about the list. As you might notice, I have a Luxray V in here, and that is to help in certain matchups like Charizard or just other matchups where you might not need to go for an aggressive KO to start off the game. Luxray V, if you're not a believer of it, you can absolutely take it out and swap in a second Iron Hands EX. We are also rocking the Judge and Iono in here for some extra disruption. When you do combo that with Luxray V, it's quite strong, but if you're not a believer of those cards either, you can absolutely swap in another Arven, a fourth boss. Right now, Miraidon is in a really strong position in the current meta. It has a fantastic matchup spread across the board. The only rough matchups you're going to bump into right now are Snorlax Control, and that's because we've taken out, you know, those switch card options. So if they hit us with that Snorlax and our bench is full of attackers we can't really attack with, we're kind of cooked. So if control becomes an issue, if you're worried about it, you can of course put in some switch cards in this list. But this deck really has a lot of big improvements with the Surging Sparks meta, with the help, or Surging Sparks set, with the help of Latias, Magneton, and of course we have the Pikachu EX in here as well. Pikachu EX is a fantastic defensive Pokemon. It's a Pokemon you can leave in the active knowing that it's not going to get knocked out. Secret Box is a huge consistency card in this deck, which really just helps you pop off, really sets up the Magneton plays, and allows you to thin out so many cards in your deck so your electric generators really hit. This deck is super fun to play, and it is a little harder to play compared to previous versions of Miraidon because you have different lines you can go for and you have to use Secret Box instead of Prime Catcher. However, if you don't have Secret Box and you still have your good old Prime Catcher that you've been using for who knows how long, I will be releasing a different version of Miraidon with Prime Catcher as the ace spec. So again, this is the Miraidon space. It's the Miraidon playground. If you guys want to, you know, be up to date on all things Miraidon, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and if you guys want to help me get there, I would really appreciate it. Let's see if we can hit the like goal of 500 likes. If we hit 500 likes, I am very tempted to bring like straight up starter decks, like straight up actual starter decks to Pokemon League nights and see how these go without any additions or changes. Timestamps down below, so if you guys want to see a particular game, that's going to be exactly what's displayed. Also, here we're doing a surprise giveaway. 4 hollow place stamped electric generators right here. All you have to do to enter the giveaway, subscribe to the channel, and comment anything down below related to this video. Pikachu EX later this week, a Iron Hands EX along with 2 Miraidons and this Pikachu. All these cards are going to be specifically given away on Miraidon gameplay video. Let's dive into these games. The coin toss isn't a big deal for the Miraidon matchup, which is really nice because, you know, there's a lot of decks out there that really benefit, like Gholdengo, like we're playing against right now, that really benefit from going first. But we really don't care. If we're going second, that's fine because we're going to just be able to attack on our first turn going second. And if we go first, our goal is to always set out the Miraidon, the Magnemite, and get the Pikachu in play, all this kind of stuff. So we have a really nice opening start right here. So we're going to start off things with grabbing good old, you know, good old reliable Miraidon right here. Then we're going to go ahead and use our Ultra Ball, discarding an energy and a rescue board. I saw that we have the Latias in the deck, so we're not going to be too reliant on the rescue board, which is nice. So we're going to grab our Squawk, which is going to help us see a lot more cards on our opening turn. Drop our Squawk in, drop our... Here we have to decide if we want to... I think we just grab the Pikachu now. The Thin Out and another Miraidon. And the last Miraidon can grab us the Magnemite, because we're going to be attacking with hands usually in this matchup to take 2 prizes, and we're also going to want to close out with the Raichu, and also Raikou is also really solid as well. The Fez is nice too. You know what, I'm feeling like we drop the Fez in here, we put the Charm on the hands because hands is really important, we'll put an energy on the hands as well, and we're going to go ahead and Squawk, and hopefully we can hit our stadium and some other stuff and really expand our board. Alright, perfect. Exactly what we needed. We got the area 0. Now we can go ahead and tandem unit. We're always going to want to grab our Pikachu first, then grab our Magnemite. Now Pikachu is going to activate area 0. Our bench is going to go wide. We can drop another Miraidon in here and tandem unit some more. We can also Ultra Ball away these cards and grab Mew to draw 3 more additional cards, which honestly sounds really good to me. Oh, but we could also save the Ultra Ball for an upcoming Lumineon if we wanted to. But we're gonna go ahead and grab our Mew here. Drop our Mew in, and then we're gonna drop Miraidon in, and we have to actually. We kind of do want to keep 1 bench space open because we do need to have the Latias available. So we're just going to Mew restart for 2. And alright, I am happy with how that went. We'll see what they're doing here. The Fez isn't always super, you know, you don't really want to see it that early. But, oh, now we can discard our Squawk. And honestly, I think we can just discard the other Miraidon here. So that's one really nice thing too about the area 0 going first, is if we do go wide, we do get to eliminate our liabilities on the board, such as a Squawk or a Lumineon, if we do have our area 0 bumped by the opponent's stadium card. Okay, there's the Pokestop. There's the Night Stretchy. And if you guys hear any weird sounds, it's because I have my Miraidon deck right here. Sometimes I like to shuffle my deck as we play. You know, bonding. It's a bonding bonding experience. Bruh. And they call for family. What is the call? This Pokestop is actually really helpful for us. We really do want to see an Ultra Ball. We want to see Secret Box. So we'll see what we can get here. Magneton. That's pretty great. And we have 3 energies in the discard, so we just got bailed out by the really good top deck. So we're going to go ahead and evolve our Magneton, and we can go ahead and just explode our Magneton, put 3 energies onto our Iron Hands EX. Now we can amp this Gimmighoul, which feels pretty great. We also now have a bench slot that has opened up. So we're going to go ahead and let's just tandem unit real quick. But I think we're going to be benching the Raikou. Yeah, so these cards right here, I don't really need these cards at the moment. I do want to draw some more cards with Mew. So we're going to bench the Raikou and attach the energy to the Raikou as well. That way Mew can draw us 2 cards, and then we're going to Pokestop after. Sometimes it's honestly not worth Pokestopping. One of my friends, Vince, he told me that for certain matchups, you really don't want to Pokestop early. It's kind of like a last resort. Like, only Pokestop if you're desperate. So right now we're not desperate, so we're gonna take Vince's advice. We're not gonna take his advice, or we're gonna take his advice. We're gonna play Arvin. Thin out. Let's thin out an item here. Actually, I wouldn't mind bumping the Pokestop because they really do rely a lot on the Pokestop as well. So we're gonna go ahead and grab an electric generator and a Forest Seal Stone here, and let's just spin the Pokestop. Let's ignore Vince's advice. Actually, I changed my mind. And so we got slightly punished by losing the DTE, but we do have some other grabs here which are really good to see. And I want to get rid of their Pokestop so they have less outs available. So let's go ahead and no, let's just keep it. I'm okay with this. I am a-okay with this. Let's hit 2 on the Jenny, 1 on the Miraidon. Let's put 2 on the Miraidon because we don't want to overextend on Raikou V. I would really prefer to have multiple lines of attacks ready, right? So in case, for whatever reason, say this Iron Hands does get knocked out, we can take our next 2 prizes guaranteed if we're able to do a boss play and, you know, boss up the Lumineon, swing into it with the Miraidon for the guaranteed 220. Because the 220 is a guaranteed attack number from the Miraidon, but the Raikou V's damage number is going to be varying depending on how much benched Pokemon are on the field. And so they can play around that and put us in a position where we can't one-hit KO, whether it be a Gholdengo or a Fez. So they're losing the Gholdengo there. They lost the Gholdengo and a Cypher. So that was a really good thing we didn't bump the Pokestop, because the Pokestops can be very punishing, especially if they don't have their board set up with like the Gholdengos. One of the best attributes that that Gholdengo has is its ability of coin bonus, drawing extra cards, and so that synergizes very well with cards like Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking, so you can guarantee you get those 2 cards in your hand, or you can stack your Pokestop to have exactly what you want, where it's basically like a Starbirth for item for item cards. Let's see, it's not looking too bright for them. They do have an 11 card hand, which is a bit intimidating. All right, Cypher. So we got the Cypher, and the Cypher also pairs amazingly well with a Radiant Greninja, of course, too, just discarding an energy which they have a lot of to draw 2 cards. They get to Starbirth essentially for those 2 cards. It just can't be a you know, a supporter. So they'll probably grab something like a Gholdengo and an energy, or a Gholdengo and their Ace Spec, which will give them all their energies, which will give them a way to one-hit KO my Iron Hands. So my response is going to have to be a one-hit KO with my Raichu onto their Gholdengo, or it's going to have to be me doing a Gust play and knocking out the Fez instead. The downside here is if we do have to attack with our Raichu, that means we're going to be burning 5 energies, but it looks like they just did not get what they needed. They attacked that. Okay, we're cooking. I think this is just one of those games where we're kind of destined to win. So we're going to go ahead and Arven. Let's just Arven out the E-Gen. And honestly, do we even need to Arven out the E-Gen? Yeah, I think we can do that. And we will go ahead and bump their stadium now. We can tandem unit our other friends. So this is also going to increase our odds of our electric generators hitting. That's one of the big bonuses that we have now because of Secret Box and all the thinning we can do. Our generators get to cook. And then let's go ahead and honestly, I think we don't have a second hands in the deck. Do keep that in mind. We have the Luxray instead. So here, I'm going to go ahead and we can just set up we're going to Ultra Ball the Nest Ball and the Lightning. We're going to set up the Raichu play as well. Now, there is merit to not having the Raichu out, because if you get your Raichu out too early, it's an easy target for them to boss and gust up and KO, right? So you have to be very mindful about when you bring your Raichu. The ideal play is your Raichu comes out of nothing. You just have to like tandem unit, hit a generator and attach, or tandem unit and use Magneton. But here, we're just in a fantastic spot because they whiffed the Metal Energy, and it looks like maybe they prized their Ace Spec too. That's what I'm thinking. But this is the first game of the video, so my brain is just cooking up, you know. It's been a long day. And yeah, it's December 1st, filming this on December 1st at least. I think we're posting this. I think we're posting this tonight. But yeah, there's gonna be so much content I'm gonna be throwing at you guys this month. I'm very excited and motivated, and we really want to try and hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the month. That's the goal. By the end of the year, you could say. So if you guys want to join the 50K club, you know what to do. Hit that button down below. But I really think we just win here. Yeah, we have game on board. I doubt they're gonna play an Iono or something. We have Sealstone, so there's so many different lines we have. We can go big 1-hit with Raikou. We can go Miraidon. We can go Raichu. Like, there's a lot. Concealed cards. But yeah, just to keep in mind, Gholdengo is a trickier matchup at times. Especially if they're able to just pop up and draw perfectly. If they're going first, they have a really big advantage. So the coin flip is a pretty important thing for this matchup. Of course, if we go second, there's a good chance we can amp you very much. And the Thornton play. Okay. So I think we have game just because Raichu V will be able to one-shot it. Unless they play something like a Pokemon Catcher to one-shot our Raichu V. But I think our Raikou does hit enough. I believe our Raikou might be able to hit enough. That Raichu V isn't even needed. Let's just count it out. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, no, 230. Okay, so we're at 30 damage short. So they have to bench 2 more Pokemon, and then we can one-shot the Gholdengo. But we have the Raichu play ready. And yeah, typically the game plan is you open up with an Amp or a Raikou or a Miraidon swing, and then you do it again, and then you close out with the Raichu for the final 2, because they'll usually have like a big final boss 2-prizer in the active. Make it rain. How much can you make it rain? 300. There we go. The big bang. So all we need to do is have an attachment onto the Raichu, and we have game. Do keep in mind, I know we have Latias in our deck, so we're going to promote our Raikou V. That way, we also get the fleet-footed draw, and we can just nest ball for our whatchamacallit, for our Latias. And there's like no way. We have Sealstone, so we have game on board, but let's try and be toxic real quick. Bruh. Let's let's spin out a lot of cards here, and that way we can whatchamacallit, hit a really big number with the Raichu V here. So let's just flip the script here too. I've definitely missequenced that. I think I could have thinned my hand down. So we're gonna hit him for a lot of damage here. Oh my gosh, please give me the clip. I want the clip for the intro of this video. And then we'll fleet foot for 1. Manual retreat. I attach return, right? We don't even have to use our Sealstone. Alright, let's dynamic spark for 550 for knockout. Let's make it rain on their Gholdengo, shall we? There we go. It's like make it rain, but from the field and not my hand. Alright, so that's a pretty solid example of one of the typical lines of play that we're gonna do. The Amp dynamic spark. And there we go. I won, but my thing is still glitched at 551. Alright, let's go again. Game number 2. And now I'm trying to think of creative ways I can name this video. I'm you know, whenever I do these Miraidon gameplays, I'm gonna try and like come up with a clever title, whether it be like I took X amount of prizes with Miraidon EX, or I did how much damage, like I did so much damage, or I took this many prize cards. So whenever you guys see those kind of videos, titles, just know it's gonna be like a long gameplay video. And yeah, I'm excited for game number 2. Let's see how this goes. What deck are we gonna play against? I'm really curious. Heads. All right, we lost the coin toss, but I'm not stressing. I'll take first, I'll take second, I don't care. Our deck doesn't have to stress about the coin toss. All right, we're going first. Ooh, spicy. So this is a deck that wants to go second, which means it's likely a turbo deck. It could be Raging Bolt, most likely. It could be Roaring Moon, or it could be a Miraidon that just wants to go second. Oh, it's Klawf. Oh god. This is going to be a hard matchup. Klawf is definitely a scary one. So we're going to start things off with the Ultra Ball. We're going to have to discard... Ooh, this is scary because we don't know what's in our deck at all. We'll discard the energy and we'll discard the boss. No, the Arven. See, I think we're gonna... Okay, let's see what we got. So we can Squawk, we can Miraidon. We have our Pikachu EX's prize. That's one of the most important things to prize check right away, is our Pikachu in the prizes. So the next question is our Heavy Ball in the prizes? If our Heavy Ball is in the prizes, okay, so we do have access to our Pikachu, so we're gonna have to draw into it somehow, some way. So here I am thinking, but we do have to discard our Area 0. Let's start off with our good old Miraidon. Good old Miraidon. And our Squawkabilly is actually a really important card in this matchup, along with our Mew. The Squawk allows us to motivate, and the Mew allows us to... They both have basically resistance of fighting, which is really big. Alright, so we're going to grab our Magnemite, which is very important. And we're also going to grab... Oh, honestly, the Luxray V angle might be the play as well. But I think we're just going to go for the very safe... Oh, yeah, I think we're just going to go for the very safe line right here. Grab those two. And we're going to discard the other two cards in our hand. So you could argue Mew because we're going to go down to a 0 card hand, or you could just do Squawk. We're going Squawk again. We really have to be very aggressive against the Klawf. The prize trade is so important. We really have to go 2-2-2. And it looks like we also, I think we prized our Iron Hands as well. I forgot to double check the hands, but we at least have the Raikou V. Now it's time to Squawk. Alrighty. Not bad. I'm pretty content with this, actually. Let's do... This is weak to fighting too. Our whole deck is like weak to fighting, which is so rough. Ultra Ball, Raichu, Energy. No. Raichu. I don't really think... Because they can play Area 0 for us as well. I think we're going to discard those two and grab our Mew. And then on our next turn, we can explode Magnemite. That evolves into Magneton. And then that means we have an extra spot that can become the Latias' spot as well. What's Klawf's attack? Unhinged Scissors. I think it's like it hits for 220 for weakness on us. So... Ooh, no, we're cooked. Okay. Let's put the charm on... Put the charm on the Dawn. I honestly forget the attack of the Pokemon we're talking about here. Alright, now we got Mew for 3. Let's see how this goes. Alright, it's not the end of the world, and we'll pass. Oh, them getting an Oranguru V start is also very, very good. Like, look at that ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may search your deck for 2 Pokemon tools. That is so good. 2 Pokemon tools. Alright, so they're going wide bench here. So we didn't have to... Exactly, this is like a big reason why it's really useful to also know about the cards in opponents' decks that you play, that they play, but it's more critical to their game plan. So I knew that they would have Area 0 because they play Klawf with Terapagos these days. And I'm like, alright, I can discard my Area 0, both of my Area 0s, knowing that they're going to just give us Area 0 for free. So our game plan here is going to probably be 2-2-2. We want to hit Oranguru, Terapagos, and just amp 1 prizer, most likely. Problem is how are we going to chain these attacks? And so our Seal Stone here is going to be so critical to our next turn, and so is our draw. This Trolley is insane too. It's VIP pass, but all game. It's so good. My Iron Thorns Dragapult list actually plays it, and it's pretty nasty. You really get to get set up with it. But I think this is as ideal and as strong as a turn 1 you can ask for from the Klawf player. You know, getting the Oranguru start, getting all the shenanigans down. Like, Oranguru V in the active automatically means they can Seal Stone for Arven, for Precious Trolley, and another tool, right? So that is insane. That is insane. I definitely am wanting to consider playing this deck. Alright, they're setting up the Terapagos. So they just need the energy. If they whiff the energy though, ooh, that's not looking too good. Did they whiff it? Switch cart into what? What are we switch carting into? Klawf? Oh no. Please don't tell me they have the energy ready. Squawk and Seize. Oh, they're just going to draw into it. Here we go. Show me the DTE. There's the DTE, and our Bloodmoon is about to get cooked alive by this evil Klawf. So it's 30 damage, and then if there's a special condition, they do 160 more. So it's 190 times 2. Oh my goodness. 380. None of my Pokemon is going to live from 340 because the DTE. Oh my gosh. Alright, so here we have to have a Respawn Hands. If we... I guess our out would have been... If we had Pikachu EX, we could have promoted Pikachu EX and it wouldn't get KO'd. But then it would get KO'd by poison anyways, now that I think about it. So, pretty yikes. Alright. Let's start off with the... We need to tandem our hands out. And then we also have to get Ultra Ball for the hands. We're asking for a lot here. Alright, let's start off with the We can thin out. Secret Box means... Ooh, I think Secret Box is to play. I think Seal Stone for Secret Box is our way to get out of... Oh no, we prized our hands too. We prized our hands, and we also prized our Pikachu. So this was already a scuffed matchup to begin with, I'll be honest with you. Alright, so we can discard 1, 2... We really have to... We have to draw Hisuian Heavy Ball off of Mew. You know what? We can go... Oh, okay. I see the line. I see the line. We're cooking. Okay, we're going to grab Arven. Item will be Heavy Ball. Tool will be Rescue Board. We can go Heavy Ball. Like, so many of our key pieces were prized. 3 of our one-off Pokemon were prized. So we have to get the Iron Hands here. And we're gonna bench our hands. We're gonna Arven for all. Our Ultra Balls are all gone. Our 3 Ultra Balls are gone. We have no way of getting Magneton anymore. Oh god. Item. I guess we just go Generator. Okay, yeah, this is scuffed. This is so scuffed. Okay. We have to play down our hand and then pray that the draw ability is pop off for us here. Alright, so Generator hits 1, which means... Did we lose our DTE yet? Okay. We're gonna have to try and just draw into Magneton here. Magneton would guarantee us 3. So I think the play here is we attach to Squawk. Oh, we actually... Okay, so there's 2 outs. There's 2 ways we can make this work. If we hit Generator for 2 on hands, we can get the KO without the Magneton. Or we play the safer route, which is attached to Squawk, hit him for 20. They can't return KO our Squawk unless they put a Mochi, but I think they only have 1 Mochi. Let's go for the high roll play, because we're in such a down bad position that really our only way is to high roll it and make it out of it alive like that. Okay, it didn't work out. So in this scenario, we're going to go ahead and just... I think we're just going to go for the 1 prize. Just swing into this. Swing into it with our Raikou. Yikes, okay. Yeah, Klawf is a nightmare. Klawf is a nightmare. Like, we already lost the coin toss against Klawf, so that was nightmare number 1, the Klawf getting to go second. But nightmare number 2 was us burning all 3 Ultra Balls, so we couldn't use Magneton, prizing Latias, prizing Iron Hands, prizing Pikachu. Any possible card that we could have had to really help us out in the situation was just not an option. It was not an option, man. Yikes. It would have been extra insult to injury if we had prized the Heavy Ball too. But, so we have the Heavy Ball now at least. So the Heavy Ball, I think it's just too little too late. I'm not feeling very optimistic here. So we got the Nest Ball. Nest Ball for the next Klawf. Oh gosh, we're getting cooked. We are getting cooked by the Klawf. See, the bright side here is they only have 4 double turbo energies, right? So if they get in a position where they just aren't able to attach, then that means they're gonna have to have their game plan will be slowed down. So this is one of those never give up, never surrender moments. We want to try and still play it out, and they're just gonna pass. So they're gonna hit us with the big poison. So this is big. This is actually humongous for us, because now we can get the prize trade going. So we're gonna go ahead and heavy ball out our Pikachu. Now let's grab the Latias. Pikachu, it's too late for Pikachu. We can fleet-footed. And getting the boss was actually really big too. Oh, Iono's good, but we don't want to give them DTE. So we're going to make sure we bully their 2 prizers. So we're gonna go ahead and boss up the Terapagos. Yeah. Get that guaranteed 2 prizer. And we're gonna set up our, this is tricky. We still have Magneton in the deck. I think we set up the hands here a little bit more and swing. Now the sad thing is here, oh well, they do have to lower their bench as well. That's pretty big. So they do get to drop their Squawk. Oh, we won! Yo! Let's go! Let's go! Never give up, never surrender, never back down. Let's go! Oh, we were so cooked. We were so cooked, dude. Oh my god, I'm so happy about that. All right, let's run it back. Let's go again. I'm in such a good mood after that. That is probably one of the tougher matchups. But I guess they must have prized their one or two more of their DTEs, and we really had the board state started. The board state was really getting established for us. Now I was worried they would just promote their baby Petron, and then our Raikou would eventually just get knocked out from poison, and poison again over the 2 turns, being another 80, then another 80. But I guess they just wanted to pack it up there. All right, we're gonna go. Let's go first again, and we're playing against Andu Gaming for this one. Hello. Please tell me this isn't the Klawf player. I forgot what the other player's name was. We're going first. We're gonna go ahead and let's get the Fezzy out. Oh god, no. Actually no. Fez isn't horrible. Okay, so we're playing against a control deck. Control decks, or this could be Guardy. You have to be very careful. You want to flood your bench as quick as you can. So we're going to drop our Miraidon in here. We're going to tandem unit. If our Squawk, if our Iron Bundle, if Magnemite, well, Magnemite can hit the active, but if it can't evolve, we're cooked. So I'm going to assume we're playing Gardevoir or a control deck, and you really have to play differently against those decks. So we're going to go ahead and grab our Magnemite here. And we also need a single prize attacker as well. And that's going to be our Zapdos too, to hit the Mimikyu. So I also want to grab, we have the Nest Ball in hand. The Nest Ball is going to give us Mew. So Nest Ball from Mew, we're going to grab our other Miraidon and a Zapdos here. And we don't really need the energy acceleration of Magnemite in this particular matchup. And then if we are playing against a, whatchamacallit, if we're playing against, I already forgot my train of thought. All right, Luxray goes in, Nest Ball goes there. Nest Ball gives us Mew. We're going to go ahead and start prepping our Zapdos, because our Zapdos is going to be our main attacker. There's a Latias that's going to be useless for us. We'll pass there. So I was thinking about promoting the Zapdos, because if this is a Snorlax control list with that has Mimikyu, then we're going to have we have to just like be stuck with the Fez. But it looks like it is a control deck, so it's not Guardy. They have the Mist Energy, they got the Town Store, so I'm assuming this is like a Pidgeot control build. Town Store is probably going to grab like a Fan, that special Fan I play in my Gengar deck, or the Bravery Charm. Bravery Charm is also very useful as well, meaning I have to 2-shot the Mimikyu now with my Zapdos. But I wanted to leave the Zapdos on the bench, because if I hit a generator, then I can get the bonus attachment that way, and then just start swinging into it. So the Mimikyu here with the Mist Energy is very annoying for us, because Mist Energy is going to turn off Genome's hacking Ghost Dive. So we're not going to be able to use one of our go-to attackers in this matchup is Mew. We're not going to be able to use our Mew to knock out the Mimikyu. We're strictly only able to attack with Zapdos. And that's why I still believe Zapdos is a great tech to have against control, other than more switching card options. Because right now, Miraidon's power level has increased so much, but at the cost of losing those switching cards, because we're going more all in on the Latias EX. And because we're going more all in on the Latias EX, we're losing we're basically throwing in the towel to the control matchup. Ooh, this is scary. The Noibat is a very big threat. So this is not Snorlax control. This is this like Teal Mask Noivern EX deck. So the Noibat right here is very scary. It means all of our basic Pokemon can't damage the Noivern EX. So they're stalling it out here. Let's see what we can do. I really need to knock out this Noibat, because if they go Noivern, it is looking really, really washed for us here. So let's go Town Store. And Town Store can get us our Forest Seal Stone. Forest Seal Stone can get us a Secret Box. Secret Box can get us an Electric Generator, Boss's Orders, and some other goodies as well, so we can KO this Noibat before it becomes a bigger issue than it already is just looking at it. Because I'm already getting annoyed looking at this Noibat is a pest. Alright, so we're going to Force Seal Stone, we're going to Star Alchemy. If we prize our Secret Box, we're in a bad spot here. We did not prize our Secret Box, looking good. We can go ahead and go Secret Box away, an Energy, an Ultra Ball, and we want to keep our Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle is actually pretty strong here because we can Gust the Noibat or Noivern away and then bring it back into the active with the Boss's Orders. So I'm okay with discarding a Night Stretcher or Arven. In this case, we can discard the Night Stretcher because we don't really have any value for the, like, Arven is just obviously better here. So we're going to discard those 3 cards. We're going to grab Boss's Orders, Electric Generator, Air Zero, Bravery Charm. Now we can bump the Stadium here, which is really big because them losing their ability to grab a tool every single turn is huge. Next up, we're going to go Electric Generator for 1 or 2. Fantastic. We're going to attach it to our, let's put it on the Zapdos here, and we're going to eliminate this Noibat threat as quick as we can. Do not let them evolve into Noivern, and we're going to retreat into this. We still have the DTE in the deck, so our DTE can come in handy because we can still copy this Cornerstone's attack with the Mew as well. So we're going to hit a Generator, hit 1 or 2. We hit 1, it's going to go on to Luxray V. Luxray V, fantastic Pokemon in this matchup. Being able to delete trainers is huge. And then because Ogerpon is 140 times 2 to knock out a Mew, Bravery Charm doesn't get much value. I think we're just going to put the Charm on the Mew EX here just to thin it out. And then we're also going to attach for turn onto our Luxray V. That way we can just slowly but surely chip away at their hand size of trainer cards when we're going to attack with our Luxray. So Electric Ball into the Noibat to knock that ugly bat out of the stadium. 1 threat down. Raichu is also really big too. Raichu V is great into attacking Cornerstone. It's one of our only options that can one-shot Cornerstone because, well, Raikou has an ability, Miraidon has an ability, so we just can't really do much battling Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. Fun fact, I actually played against it was Regiedrago, I believe, in the Vancouver Regionals, and I was playing my Miraidon deck, and I had Ampharos EX in my list. No Miraidon players were playing Ampharos, but I was playing Ampharos. So when they evolved my Flaffy, which is not going to hurt Dragapult or Noivern or whatever at all, and brought on my Ampharos, I cooked the Noivern. It was beautiful. All right, there is the next Noibat coming into play. Can we go boss into this? All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Magneton. All right, we're gonna start off with our Arven. Arven is gonna grab us Electric Generator. Electric Generator, here we go. 1, 2, very nice. You'll love to see it. That was fantastic. 1 on here. I think we're gonna have to go double into Ogerpon. It's gonna feel pretty bad. We can also just start Fang Sniping their hand too. So let's just go ahead, manually retreat, go into this. I will also attach into our Mew, Fang Snipe away for 40. So we're gonna look at their hand, delete a trainer. Oh, that is a very good trainer to delete. Well, you look at that. Goodbye, A-Spec. You love to see it. So now they have a no card hand, and now I am the control player, controlling the control player, and it feels pretty good. Have the tables have turned. Oh, Arven. All right, Arven is a scary grab, but Arven cannot grab your Noibat just yet. So if we're able to top deck a boss, we're gonna gun that Noibat down, but also they have to get a lot, right? Because they have to get a DTE attachment as well onto the Noibat in order for them to use the Covert Flight attack. So let's see what the grab is from Arven, but they're basically going open hand mode. Turbo Energize and the card that allows you to charge up your Pokemon on the bench. So Energy Lotto, will it hit? It hits, okay. So they're gonna be able to attach and then charge up the Noibat. So that is not good for us. And now Now we're gonna need to be doing some Radiating Pulse shenanigans here. And we're gonna hit for 130 with Radiating Pulse. Man, I miss my Reggie V matches, man. If you guys were there for the Control Miraidon arc where we had, where we had 2 Reggie V matches, our Luxray was hurting them hard. All right, so here we're gonna go ahead and Radiating Pulse. I do not want to give them a new hand with Judge. So this will paralyze them. They can't attack. They can't do nothing. They have a 1-card hand now. Is it a card that's playable? We're about to find out. If not, we can Fang Snipe it and KO them and delete that trainer if it is a trainer in their hand. All right, let's see what they're walking with. Night Stretcher. All right, so Night Stretcher, what's that gonna grab them? Another Noibat. All right, it's grabbing them another Noibat. And then we get the knockout on this turn, so we can still beat this control player. And we got the Iono. I don't want to give them, again, I don't want to give them a new hand. We're just going to do a simple Fang Snipe for knockout. Get it out of here. Get some prize cards. Let's see what we're working with here. Area 0's gone. And we'll just take the bottom 2 there. And Bloodmoon and Ultra Ball. Okay, not the greatest prize cards to grab. Kind of useless. We can thin out cards with Ultra Ball. Like, we can thin away our Bloodmoon and our Magneton. They're going to retreat into the Mimikyu here. And then we still just get to Fang Snipe them non-stop. Oh, Ultra Ball is big. Okay. So here, we're going to Ultra Ball away Bloodmoon and our Magneton. I believe those are just going to be dead cards in this matchup. So we can thin out just a random card. Let's grab Lumineon. Yeah, let's grab Lumineon. And then we're going to boss up the Noibat with the energy on it. Actually, that was a misplay. Hard to say. It's actually hard to say. Now that I think about it, so we could have Fang Sniped Ultra Ball, huge. We could have Fang Sniped the Noibat with no energy, and then we guarantee the knockout on it the next turn because it can't retreat. But now this Noibat can just retreat into the Mimikyu again, or to the Noibat. So I think it was an incorrect play, but we got bailed out because they have an energy. So it's like, it's whatever. Now they're gonna retreat into that Mimikyu. Have a no card hand, and I have one more boss in deck, so we really have to go boss the Noibat, and then we'll be in a good spot again. So here I will attach to the Zapdos. Yeah, that's correct. And then we can't even one-shot the Mimikyu. I'm not sure if we had the Lost Vacuum in our deck. I think we cut the Lost Vacuum. I'm not sure. But we can Fang Snipe for nothing and delete no cards from their hand because they have literally no hand because they're in top deck mode right now. Please don't be a Noivern. Please don't be a Noivern. Just please be a trainer I can delete. If we keep deleting Ultra Balls, we're in a fantastic spot because they need a 3-card hand with the Ultra Ball included in that 3-card hand to get the Noivern EX. So this is looking promising. All right. Boss's orders is huge. Okay, so we can go ahead now and go Boss Gust this Noivern. Get it out of our face. Water Energy. Okay. So now we have 2 prizes left that we need to take. So we just have to use our Zapdos into Mimikyu twice. And, yeah. Zapdos into Mimikyu twice. There's also actually a world where we attach a DTE and energy to Fezandipiti, and we use Fezandipiti to attack the Noibat on the bench as well. So that is another play. Are we gonna get hit? What, did he get an Iono off that? Iono, okay, so we got Iono. So water attach and Iono. And here we go, down to a 2-card hand. It's not gonna be as bad because we do have the Mew EX on the bench, which is a fantastic draw engine. But we got 2 dead cards here. Oh, this is the deck that Parker played. A senior player who went 6-0 at Manta most recently, winning the big night list this past Friday with his control deck. He's a control player. So this is what Parker played as well. So here we're gonna go manual retreat into Zapdos, and then oh, we got Mew for 1. Can't forget that. Can't forget that. Generator's big. I like the generator. Let's Jenny for 1. Put it on the Luxray and go Electric Ball. So now that I think about it, I might need them to take a knockout, but we're out of boss's orders, which is an issue. So like I can't do the Iron Bundle boss play anymore. Man, these control matchups really make you think, man. They really punish mismanagement of resources, because that's what you're really playing against. You're playing against yourself. It's like a 2v1. You're playing against your opponent, and you're playing against you potentially misplaying. And every misplay, like in some matchups, if you make a misplay, you can not get punished sometimes, you know? You can, it can be like whatever, it's whatever. But in control matchups, any misplay is heavily magnified, multiplied, whatever you want to call it. It's that much more painful when you make a misplay. Because there's only so many lines you can make against control decks that your deck can do. Alright, Colress's Tenacity. Is there a world where No. I'm like, I can paralyze him with Luxray once, but it's not going to do damage. And then Miraidon is going to have to have energies on it too. Here we're going to just retreat. The other option for winning here is deck out. I could deck them out. So let's Fang Snipe them here. I don't do damage, but I do get to delete a trainer. DTE Water. So they're going to have a DTE in Water here. And they're just going to hit us for 70. They're basically going to be playing in open hand mode once again. So Earthen Vessel. So now I believe maybe our win condition now is decking them out. But we both are playing at the a fair pace of play. We're both at about the 10-minute mark here. Alrighty. I can just retreat. I can attach to Fez because I know they have nothing in their hand. I can attach to Fez and retreat. It can only attack with Covert Flight as well, because the other attack needs a Psychic and a Dark, and those are not Psychic and Dark energies. So I'm gonna try and take a knockout maybe with the Fez onto the Mimikyu, because the Fez can snipe the bench. Nest Ball. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let's Fang Snipe him here. Hopefully he has a trainer. Yep, Chorus. So he doesn't want to draw cards either. They understand that they're also on a clock of the deck. So we're basically gonna have to go. How much energy do we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energies on board. 8 there. Penny, they're gonna get their Mimikyu or Mimikyu off the board. I really think our win condition now is we just attach, retreat, attach, retreat, attach, retreat, and hopefully we can deck them out. My Fez couldn't even knock out the Mimikyu. Why was I going for the Mimikyu play now that I think about it? Yikes. What was I thinking? Okay, it's fine though, it's fine. DTE on the Mimikyu and Covert Flight. So now we lose our Luxray. I don't even know if we want to be doing our Fezandipiti shenanigans here. So we're going to promote our Fez, because our Fez does have the free retreat. I think I should have attached the energies to the Miraidon instead. Okay, we can go Tandem Unit to look at our deck. What is the play? I really believe... Is Squawk the play? No. We have 1 in deck. We have the bundle. Oh. We have the bundle in deck still. Okay. Let's fail that. The problem is we're out of boss's orders. I used up my boss's orders hunting down the other Noivern, which is a very valid thing to do. And we're out the stretcher as well. I'm gonna tandem one more time here. I don't want to play Fez. Let's heavy ball, look at the prizes. Alright, so an energy and an ultra ball are in the prizes. And I don't want to play any more cards because we need our hand to be as big as it can get for when the Ionos and stuff come down. And we have an Iono and we have a Judge. There's the Feebas. I can't even boss up the Feebas. Arvin, yeah. So our win condition here is we deck them out. That is the sad reality of it. Pokegear and a rescue board. Yeah, this is actually my first time playing against this version of the control deck, so it's definitely a learning experience. I would expect to see this deck at regionals if you do go to any regionals. So I will attach to... I don't even want to attach it. I think we just hold our hand. And apologize now, because I'm sure not a lot of you guys are going to enjoy watching control gameplay. But this is a sad reality that control, you know, is a thing. It's a way to play the game, and without control being there, certain decks get to just absolutely dominate the meta, such as Charizard. Like Snorlax, you know, destroys Charizard. And as a Miraidon player, you know what? Sometimes you'd rather play against a Snorlax rather than play against a Charizard, depending on the day and how you built your deck, right? So if Snorlax players are making the lives of Charizard players miserable, I don't mind control being there. If I'm a Charizard player, I absolutely hate control because it's a deck that you don't really tech for. Now, if you wanted to respect the control matchup, you just put those cards in your deck that hurt your consistency overall, but you no longer lose the control matchup as easily. For example, Charizard decks can play Petulant EX. That way they can just switch into the active whatever they want. Here they're giving us the Feebas. And if they evolve... Do I have generators? I'm out of generators. This is spicy. Okay. Are we seeing the Ascension attack? Okay. Very spicy. They don't have the Milotic EX in deck? Okay, this is a big turn for us. We could very much capitalize on this. We could attack with Magnemite and take a prize on this Feebas. So that's one of the things I like about having this Magnemite. I think we go for the Magnemite KO and hope that we get the energy off the prizes. So our Zapdos can attack the... We can't even attack the Mimikyu. What am I saying? I just want to take a prize card. Let's see what we get. Energy. Ultra Ball. So the last card is an energy. We're down to the final prize. But now they have the return KO with the Noivern. But I think we might honestly be able to win by decking them out. And that's why when you go to like a regionals, for example, when you play against a control player, really keep in mind that this could just be a best of one game. Because this game would probably be the only game we play at a regional. There's not a second game or a third game, right? You play that one game, and then you're probably time is called by the time you're 1 or 2 turns into the second game. So do keep in mind when you play against a control deck, it's probably going to be a best of one matchup. Alright, Cobra Flight. Goodbye, Magnemite. You were good to us. You put in work. You knocked out the Feebas. I'm going to go ahead and tandem unit. Just double check our deck real quick. Remember, you can always tandem unit when you want. Whenever you want. Okay. That's right. That's our deck. And a pass. Now, I don't want to promote the Fez. I want them to have to gust the Fez up. Because if I get the Fez within a 2-hit KO, where they hit it once and then they can just boss it, then they're going to take 2 prizes and then they can gust again in Zapdos. So I really, really, really need them to work for it. So our Mew, I'm going to allow our Mew to take 1 more hit as well. And then we're going to switch out into the Miraidon. And now that we have our Latias, we're chilling. Honestly, it might have been a misplay to not bench the Latias there and retreat then, because then this Mew is also going to be in a similar scenario where it can get knocked out in 3 hits if they hit a Lost Vacuum, and then we're cooked. Covert Flight again. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Manual retreat into Miraidon. And pass. Yeah, we're not going to bother benching the Latias for now, because I don't want him to start hitting it. I want each thing to get hit a little bit, because I don't think he's going to disrupt our hand. Oh, you know what? No, there's a line where he does go Xerneas, but that's not that big of a deal because our hand isn't horrible. So there's the boss play we were talking about. I was going to maybe boss the Mew, boss the Fez. Boss and the Fez. Okay. So we have to hope that they can't boss us twice. We need to make sure they can't boss us, so we're going to go Latias, retreat into this now. And then pass. Let's see. Let's see. It's getting dicey. This is getting real close. Boss's orders again. Okay. So will they have a third boss? That is the question. There's the Fez. Our Fez is going to get smacked here. So now they just need a boss one more time for game. And our Zapdos will get cooked. If they get boss off the prizes, I'll be devastated. So don't get a boss's orders. How many are they down? Let's just check real quick. They are down 2 boss's orders. I would not be surprised if they play one more boss. Or if they could pop pad into a boss. We can go... Let me think here. Oh, they can't play any special energies or stadium cards. I was hoping they couldn't play any supporters. Alright. Alright, so the moment of truth is if they have a boss or not. The final boss for game. And if they have the final boss, they have game. But they can't counter catcher anymore, which is huge. So if that last prize card is a boss, we win. If they have a boss, if there's a boss here or in that deck, we lose. This is the moment of truth. Covert Flight. That's a good sign. Okay. Let's go Arvin. He's giving me the sad face. Did we beat Control? Did we beat Control? I think we might have done it. I think we might have done it here, boys and girls. The moment of truth. Do you got boss? Or are you done? You got boss? Or are we done? It's the sad face. Is he playing with my emotions? Is he playing with my heart? Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Oh my god, I can't believe we won that. That was insane. Woo! See, if that were to happen at like a regional, man, I'll be on top of the moon. Next game, let's see what we can do. I'm really hoping we don't hit a control matchup here. Okay, we're playing against Pokemancer. Pokemancer with the OO and then the OO at the end. Really reminds me of the old MMORPG games where you would put like XX and then your name and then XX at the end of it. Shout out to you if you guys ever played Endless Online, Maple Story, Ragnarok. WoW. I never played WoW. I never really played RuneScape. Endless Online and Maple Story were the 2 I played a lot for MMOs. Was there one Gaia? Gaia was another one. Hopefully it's not as painful as that Control though. I really like this opening hand though. The opening hand looks great with the Nest Ball, double Ultra Ball. Feeling pretty good. Seeing all the balls. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Clavopus. I should scoop it up right here. That's incredible. And, of course, the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon for some control elements. So, a little annoyed seeing the good old Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon there. But, you know what? It's not the end of the world. We can do a good old attachment of the hands. Tandem Unit is a pretty good effect. Not going to lie. Grab the Pika Magnemite. Yeah? Pika Magnemite? How are we feeling about that? I think Pika Magnemite's the play. we can go Ultra Ball, discarding Ultra Ball and Energy. Therefore, we can get the Latias. We can run it back to the bench. And then this way, our generators can hit onto the hands, which is what you want to see when you see it. And we still have the Iono for the next turn. So, you know what? I can't be too upset about that. We got the turn 1 Magnemite down. Very critical. But what the heck is this Clobbopus, man? What the heck are we seeing? A Clobbopus in 2024? I'm scared about what it is, because this is a fighting type deck here, right? Gabite, though. Oh, we're in a good spot. Garchomp EX is a water terrestrialized Pokemon, which means our lightning Pokemon will get to swing pretty hard. But this is going to be a fun game. I'm glad you guys are going to get to see me versus a Clobbopus? Clobbopus, yeah. Alright, here we go. Oh, baby. Top deck of the century. Let's go Town Store. Town Store gets us a Forest Seal Stone. And then Forest Seal, we can tandem unit out a glorious Raichu V. Put the Seal Stone on our beautiful rat. Hit him with the Iono. Is Iono correct here? I think Iono's. I think I'm okay with the Iono. Iono. And then we can go. Oh, yuck. Okay, we'll go Star Alchemy here for Secret Box. Oh, I love the Secret Box. Yes, I do. I love a Secret Box. How about you? Let's get those out of here. Jenny, Area, Risk, Charm, Boss. I like it, I like it, I like it. We go... I'm just thinking about how to sequence this correctly. Jenny 1. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, it's a triple. We only have one Jenny? Okay. So we're just gonna have to go Arm Press into this guy. Bump the Stadium. And then attach to... Donny Boy. Charm the hands. Arm Press for 140. So what does this do, dude? What is... If this Pokemon is damaged... Oh, wow. Okay, so I get hit for 120. It's a ticking time bomb. I love Bomberman, though. Bomberman DX, Xbox 360 arcade. Good times. Also, Bomberman on the old school arcade cabinets. Good times as well. Alright, so we got the Grapple locked. So, slow acting Syncope? At the end of your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon will be knocked out. Okay, so that's nothing. We have free retreat every turn because of Latias. So, this Grapple locked is actually not scary at all. Amp it up. Let's see his appeal. Switch in one of your opponent's bench basic Pokemon to the active spot. If you do, now the new active Pokemon is confused. So it's a boss and I'm confused, but it only works on benched basic Pokemon. That's pretty cool. That's definitely a card that you'll expect to see in some decks instead of a boss's orders at times. The beauty of it is we have the free retreat with the art. Yeah. Okay, we'll go Arvin for a Jenny. We're gonna go ahead and thin out some more Pokemons from our deck. We'll set up the Raikou play as well while we're at it. Bingo bongo. Put the rescue board on the Raikou as well. And thank you very much. I'll take it. Yes. Area 0 Underdepths is out of the play. They now have to shrink down to a 5-card bench. They have 6 cards on their bench, so they got rid of the Grapple locked. And they're setting up the Clobbopus. Oh no, not the Clobbopus. Anything. And oh, Conkeldurr. Oh god. No, that's not what I wanted to see. It's okay, it's okay. We're chilling, we're chilling. I'm just trolling y'all. We're chilling. We're big chilling here. Give me that. Give me that. Let's get the Fez out. Honestly, maybe Mew. I think Mew was the better play. Let's hit Jenny for 2. And then we'll throw it on to the Raichu, the Luxray. We'll set up the Raichu for Oko. Fleet-footed. And then we can go kabam into Conkeldurr. Good times, good times. Okay. So at first I was absolutely terrified because we're of course seeing a whole bunch of fighting energies and stuff. But then when you realize this Garchomp, you can rest easy that this is an easy win. I think we just win it though. I'm pretty sure we're chilling. We can go, oh, we can go for the big numbers here, man. Let's see how much damage we can do. Let's amp it up, baby. Let's hit some big numbers. It's too bad we can't hit for weakness, but I'll take it. I can't be too upset because they're not scooping, so they're allowing us to hit these numbers here. Can I bring it? Oh, I can swing for some extra damage with this bad boy, and then go 6-10 with Raichu V. Okay. I love you. Thank you for letting me do this damage, Pokemancer. On your poor Gibble. Oh god, that poor Gibble got smoked for 610. That's a little overkill. That was a good one. That was a fun one. Oh, I needed that. After that control matchup, not gonna lie, I needed that breath of fresh air. That was fantastic. All right. Let's run it back again, shall we? Now again, if you guys aren't feeling too comfortable using this exact list with like the Luxrays and the Judges and Ionos, I am doing an not updated video. I'm going to be covering other top versions of Miraidon, such as the first and the second place list from the Sacramento Regionals. And those lists are, you could say, more consistent, more polished, better lists because of course they've already won and popped off and did so well at the regional event level, right? So you can play my list if you want to, play my list, shout out to you. But if you want probably a more competitive, tried and true deck, the Miraidon list that we're going to cover tomorrow and the day after and the day after. This is Miraidon talk after all. So I got you covered with all the Miraidon stuff you need to know. We're going first or second here? We're going second, which means we do not want to give them any information about our deck. Let's give him an Iron Bundle, and if we hit Snorlax control, we scoop it up. All right, Mew EX, not a Snorlax control, we're chilling. So if you are going second, you want to make sure your deck is as ambiguous as you can be, as in make it a mystery as to what you're going to be, your opponent's going to be playing against. If I were to, put a Squawk down or a Raichu or Miraidon, they're going to have a better idea of what deck I'm playing. But by having an Iron Bundle be the first card that they're being seen, they're less likely to bench a second Regiedrago V. A lot of Dragos prefer not to play a second one. But because we're in a position where we can play Miraidon and win it KO them, it always feels really, really good, right? So we're going to go Nest Ball. We've got the Raichu here too. I don't even know if we're going to need the Raichu. Let's just do the Tandem unit here first, because I think we're going to do a Secret Box play here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 80% sure we're going to do a turn 2 donk on him with the Secret Box technology. We just have to make sure we have 3 cards in hand as well by the end of everything, like everything's said and done. We can rescue board. Oh, we definitely need the Beach Court boy, our Latias EX. We need our Latias EX, so we're going to Ultra Ball. Throw those away. Grab our Latias. Make sure we have Secret Box. Okay, we have Secret Box in here. So we can really do a lot of thinning here on this turn 1. So we're going to go Latias on there. We'll put this on the bundle. Because we don't play Prime Catcher anymore, right? We don't play Prime Catcher. We're going to go Squawkadoodle-Doo. Nice, that's very big. So next up, we got the boss too, which is insane. We really don't need to do too much here, but we're gonna go Star Alchemy here. Get the Secret Box out because we need to make sure we maximize how much cards we thin out of our deck before we play our generators. So now we can go discard Zapdos, discard energy, and discard. We have an attached return. We need to attach return. We'll discard the hands as well. Now we're going to grab the boss. We're going to grab a generator. We're going to grab this. We're going to grab a charm. So next up, we're going to continue cooking by putting the charm on the Dawn, the 0 on the field, and then we're going to go generator for 2. 1, 2. And then we're going to go generator for 2 again. 1, 2. Then we're going to retreat. And so this is why you want to make sure, like, don't reveal you're playing Miraidon, because they don't need to know we're playing a Dawn where we can just turn 1 donk them. And then we can attach return onto this Luxray V while we're at it. And then bada bing, bada boom, Regiedrago V, best deck in format. Yeah, okay, bud. Okay, bud, get out of here. And that's why, if you have a lot of Regiedrago V players at your locals, you want to play Miraidon. So, 2 very stress-relieving games after that control matchup. Let's try and do 2 more games. Here we go. Ooh, really great opening hand, too. Are we going first or second? I didn't see. We are going second. Okay, so because we're going second, we want to put the Raichu V in the active, and it looks like we're going to be playing against Shen Pao. So ideally, they're going to leave a Shen Pao. Oh no! I got baited. I got jebaited. We got Raging Bolt here. A Raging Bolt that wants to go first? Well, now I feel silly, because Raichu V would have been the perfect Pokemon to have on the bench to then use Generator to then one-shot the Raging Bolt. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Ideally, they put themselves in a position where we can one-hit KO them by having, I believe, 3 Pokemon on their bench, which would allow me to hit for 240. Oh my goodness! You squawked away 3 Sadas. I am so sorry for you. What the heck? Palkia V? Yo, this person is cooking. What the heck is going on here? Well, I'm glad we're catching this, because if I were to just tell you about this matchup, you probably would not believe me. What the heck are we playing against, y'all? Alright, we got Earthen Vessel. Discarding the Fezandipiti. Okay. Shotaro is cooking. What are they cooking, though? It is some mystery meat. I will tell you that much. Oh, my lord. Water Energy. Fighting. And Raging Bolts. Alright. Well, they gave us the ability to one-shot them here. Okay, Miraidon comes out first. If we can get the turn 2 Raikou, I will be a happy, happy boy. Please tell me Secret Box is in the deck. Yes, it's in the deck. Alright, here we go, guys. Watch and learn. We're going to grab a Miraidon and a Pikachu EX. Followed by Arvin. Arvin's going to grab us Secret Box and a... Ooh. We don't have our Seal Stone, but no problemo. Now we can go Secret Box. Let's double check everything's good. This goes there. Secret Box means we can go that, discarding Ultra, and it's like Fez or Nest Ball. Fez or Nest Ball. I think we can drop the Fez. I think we can drop the Fez here. Then we can grab Jenny, this, that, and we can grab Boss for next turn. Now I can go Area 0, Tandem Unit, Raikou, Magnemite. And then I can go Nest Ball for Mew. I can still Squawk too, right? Yeah, we don't really need to Squawk though. We don't want to get too greedy. I don't want to have that liability as well. And we have the boss in hand, so I just have to make sure with the maths, right? We need to be able to knock this out. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So if we grab Mew, we have to hit another Pokemon off of the Mew. That's a bit too risky, so I'd rather play it safe and do this play instead. So we're going to lose our boss's orders here, unfortunately, but it's not the end of the world because we can still, like, we have the, we just need to hit one Pokemon off of Squawk or Raikou. So we want to sequence this correctly before playing Fleet-footed or, well, obviously not Squawking. We want to make sure we thin out more energies. So we're thinning these out, and then this way we can set up a Dawn, we can set up a Raichu. This way the Raikou can draw one more, and the Squawk can draw 6 more. Hopefully we draw another basic or a ball card. There it is. Then we can go... Oh, you hate to see that it's not a Latias yet, because they can still do a stall play if we have to put out something else, but we'll put out the Zapdos, and I prefer the Zapdos. And that's because we have the DT in hand. So if worst comes to worst, we can still do the... we can still attach the DTE to the Zapdos on our following turn. Because if we bench the Bloodmoon, it's going to force us to need... It's going to force us to need a Latias. And I can't guarantee we're going to have the ball card. But, you know, we have a lot of balls in our deck, so we got it off the prizes. And then next up, let's see what they got for us here. This is a weird box, dude. So much what? I guess they're flooding the... And a Teal Mask Ogre Pond. Hey, yo! Alright, this dude definitely overcooks water. This person burns water. There's no shot. There's no shot you got the Arceus rank like this, my guy. But given the way that the game is currently broken, you could have just climbed up all the way, and then they can't demote him. So, like, he just stuck at the rank. And that was it. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright. Let's just do one more, because my memory card's running out of space. I'll be real with y'all. Alright, we're playing against Bobby Johnson 420. Here we go. We got... Oh, baby! That is... Oh. S tier hand. You love to see this. Oh my goodness. I love Miraidon, man. I love these hands. Alright, it looks like we're playing against a fire deck of some sort. Maybe this is gouging fire given the magma basins. But the rare candies are interesting. Maybe it's a... I don't even know, dude. I don't know. Togepi. They're opening with a Togepi. It doesn't get better than that. This hand is just disgusting. Alright, let's start it off, y'all. Tandem unit time. Here we go. Let's grab the good old tandem, Magnemite, and Miraidon. Followed by a benched Squawkabilly, followed by Ultra Ball. Discarding those two. And we can grab ourselves our... No! Our Latias is prized. Alright, what else is prized? While we're here, let's practice the prize checking, shall we? Again, pro tip, if you do have a second monitor, or maybe on your phone, if you're playing on your computer and then you have your phone, if you're really learning a deck, try and play with 2 screens so you can see your full 60 at all times, so you can really quickly price check. So we're down a boss because there's 2 bosses in the deck. We're down the judge because the judge isn't in the deck. We're down, well, we have the 2 generators. We're down probably a few energies, yeah. So down a few energies as well. All right, so let's grab ourselves the Mew. Mew's gonna help us out with some additional draw power. And then we're gonna go ahead and tandem unit the hands out. And we're gonna have a grand old time here. We'll go Jenny for 1, because we didn't do too much thinning, right? We haven't gotten to play Area 0. We didn't get to bring out the Pikachu. We have to, you know, hitting 1 is pretty average at this point, because we didn't do the optimal work. Now we can go ahead and attach to the Miraidon here. Specifically, actually no. Do we need to? No. We can go ahead and, yeah, let's do it. Because we don't have Latias available, we need to have Heavy Ball. We need to get Heavy Ball. Alright, so here we're discarding a hand, right? We have the Ultra Ball in hand. We're going to discard our hand anyways. Let's just Ultra Ball these 2 cards out. And is there a useless card in our deck that we're planning to not use? Honestly, all these cards are pretty valuable in this matchup, so we're not going to discard them. The Zapdos, maybe questionable. Maybe we could discard the Zapdos, but Zapdos would allow Miraidon to hit for 230, and if we need to hit 230 because we're swinging into an Entei or a Gouging Fire, it's a pretty necessary piece. Alright, so next up, we have Area 0. And we have the nuts. We're pretty chilling right here. So let's just use one more generator. Honestly, it's worth not even playing the generator. But let's just play it anyways and hit 2, because I was feeling myself right there. And we can go ahead and pass. So next turn, we have a guaranteed knockout on a single prize baby Pokemon, because we can have access to boss with the help of Sealstone or a Lumineon, and we're gonna explode our Magnemite, and that's gonna give us the bench space we need to grab the Pikachu and then put the Area 0 down as well. We also wanted to keep this Area 0 out because I did see that they have Magma Basin in the list, and that's a really strong stadium. So if we can allow them to put out their stadium first, because they probably have a lot more, right? We only have 2 stadiums. This way we're able to bump their stadium and get maximum value out of our stadium, because we only have 2 stadium bumps. We're not playing Lost Vacuum, so those Magma Basins are going to be really big for their energy acceleration given whatever deck they are. But it looks like they're on Charizard, so I'm curious as to why they have the Magma Basin. Now they could be playing the 151 Fire Charizard, which is totally different, and now they've assigned a target on the back of that Charmander by putting a fire on that one. So here we go, y'all. We got the Ultra Ball here. Ultra Ball here. We'll discard Fez and Raikou. It feels really bad discarding both of these cards because they're fantastic, fantastic cards. But we need to be able to open up our bench spot so that we can start popping off with the rest of our deck. So we're going to drop in the Magneton. We're going to go Area 0. We're going to go Magneton goes boom. We've already filled up our discard with 2. I wish there was 3, but you can't always get what you want. We'll put them both on the Magneton, or the Miraidon here. This way Miraidon can one-shot the Rotom V later on into the match. And then we're going to give them a prize card. Now, when they're going to get Iono, they're going to have 1 less card they're going to get off of Iono too, which is really, really good. We're going to tandem unit, and we're going to grab our Pikachu. And now that Pikachu is out, we can do even more deck thinning with the help of our other Miraidon's tandem unit. We'll grab our Zapdos and our Raichu. Now we have a Sealstone target because we did discard our Raikou V. Raichu V is our only target. Now we're going to hit him with the Mew for 2. Restart. Bop, bop. Oh, okay. Now the question is, do we want to Iono their hand because they get Insta Charge, or we could just go for the knockout here for the 230, or we could go for the boss play on this Charmander, which already has an energy on it. So, you know, this really comes down to, if I had more knowledge about what they're playing, then I know what the more optimal line is. But you could take this as like you're doing a 2 out of 3, and this is the first match. You have no idea what to expect. I do have the guaranteed 2 prize here. I feel pretty good about that. And so I think just holding our hand, using the Photon Blaster on the Rotom V is going to be good enough. Because we have the guaranteed 2 prizer here, there's no reason for us to waste necessarily our precious resources of a Lumineon for a free Gust or an Iono when we could Iono them to less cards later on. We're in a really, really good spot. We don't need to get too greedy potentially and give them more to work with. So yeah, Buddy Buddy Poffin off of their draw or off of the Rotom V. Togepi is coming in. Charmander's coming out. Boss's orders. What are we going to hit? We're hitting my Squawk. That's fine. And a Blazing Destruction means we lose our Zapdos and our Miraidon. No big deal. We got our Latias off of the prizes. So this Charizard deck is just going to get cooked. Oh, we actually can't do what I wanted. I lied. We have Area 0. We can do exactly what I wanted. So we can retrieve for free, bring in the Miraidon. We'll attach a energy to Raichu just because we want to make sure we're able to whatchamacallit. Let's play the Lumineon now. So we can Dynamic Spark later on. But we'll play the Lumineon now just so we can get the Arven out, because Arven's going to allow us to just thin out even more cards. So Iono or Secret Box helps out even more. We can grab Boss's or Generator, Bravery Charm. We can charm up the hands, make it even more of a threat, and they scoop it up just like that. And of course, if you guys want to buy any Pokemon cards at all, buy them from their friends over at Comfy Hobbies. Use code SneakerTalk to save some shekels. I can't believe it, we hit the jackpot.
Is that $1,000 Charizard inside of the Walmart?
Oh my gosh, we hit the mother load.
I love this hotel. This hotel was fantastic.